Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Diaries podcast. I am Mac, and I'm so happy you're here. It's been a minute since the last podcast was posted. I hope that in 2025, I'll just be better about my posting schedule. I hope you forgive me, and we're here. So that's all that matters. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I'm like mad chillin' today. I have my cute little plant beside me. I have a pillow at the back of me, my mirror. I'm just cuddling up on the floor, and it's just so nice. It has been so cold where I live, and we're about to get another snow front in. I think that's what you say. A cold front, but we're also getting snow. So I'm just going to say a snow front. And I'm really excited because I need like one more snow fix before I'm moving out, and I'm going to be in the south. So I probably will not experience snow for quite some time. And so, yeah, that's what I've been up to. I actually filmed a podcast episode with my sister that will go out a little later than this one. I'm trying to still figure out what days I want to post on here because I'm still trying to get in the groove of YouTube, but also this. It's just me and you. So I am the production team. I am the host. It's kind of hard sometimes. Anyway, I literally created this podcast so that it could be just a place for me to chat about Jesus and my love for him. And so I thought, because it's the new year, that it would be perfect to go over my ins and outs for 2025. I seriously literally scrolled on TikTok the other day for such a long time just looking at everybody's cute little ins and outs post because I want to know what everybody wants to be in and what we're leaving behind in 2024. Yeah, it's the new year, and new year, new me, but new year, same God. Some of these are silly, but then some of these are like, I gotta get a grip on it, girl. Like, you gotta change in some way, shape, or form. I'm gonna go through all of my ends first. So the first one is slowing down. Guys, when I tell you that I heard a sermon one time about how Jesus was like a slow walker, like he walked at a slow pace, it like changed the way that I viewed my life and like the way that I was living. I was so shook by it and I was amazed. I was like, that's so true. Google literally says, yes, Jesus walked slowly and intentionally. He moved at a pace that allowed him to stop and minister to people along the way. Bro, that is crazy. So, Lord, I just pray that in 2025 we all slow down and we allow for your spirit to move in Jesus' name. That is so cool. What in the world? I also love, this was my verse in 2024 that I lived in. I loved it so much. It's 1 Thessalonians 4:11. And let me just read it word for word real quick. That you also aspire to lead a quiet life, to mind your own business, and to work with your own hands as we commanded you. That is good stuff. So slow down. Like, learn to breathe a little bit in 2025. Okay. At-home workouts are so in. I feel like I haven't grown out of at-home workouts since COVID, when, like, we all were doing the Chloe Ting, the Blog Lottie's girl. Like, I loved it. I'm a homebody through and through. And so workouts at home are just the best. We also have a treadmill, so that like kind of helps allow me to get steps and stuff. But yeah, I love doing a little YouTube Pilates. I recently actually started the Form like membership, do strength and Pilates. And it gives me different workouts each week, and I literally love it. And it's so hard. I definitely have the Pilates shakes. Like, I'm like this. I was doing a plank yesterday, and I kid you not, like, I was like, I was shaking so bad. And I'm like, what? This is crazy. But it gets you moving, and I highly recommend. I honestly, in high school, wanted to be a, like, personal trainer at some point. That was a dream that definitely just shifted. I was like, nope, not for me. Okay, going along with kind of the at-home workouts is 10K steps a day. This is literally so good, and I really didn't get into walking until 2024, and I'm like, I have to bring this into 2025 because I feel so good. And I wanted to read you guys some health benefits on why. And this is by Build Wealth. It says helps in weight loss, improves heart health, reduces chronic diseases, reduces stroke risk in women, decreases diabetes risk, lowers blood pressure, increases lung capacity, improves mood, improves varicose veins. I don't know what that is. Boost immunity, prevents disability in old age, and it speeds up digestion. Those are all things that I want. And so, yeah, we love walks. Walks are so fun. And my friend found like this really cute path that we like to go to at a park, and it was just so fun to have such good chats together and be able to like go at the different seasons. Was so fun. When it was fall, we were eating it up. It was so beautiful. It's just the best. Go on walks in 2025. This one's kind of silly, but YouTube vlogs. I have been trying to get on my YouTube game. If you don't follow me, go follow me. We're almost at 20K, and I'm so excited. I want to do a giveaway of just all of my favorite little things. But I feel like it's great if you have like a short attention span. They're not as long as like episodes of a show or a movie. I think YouTube is just a little bit more personable, and I don't know. I just love a YouTube vlog. I want vloggers to forever stay in my life because I just love watching the families. I love watching just girlies living their day-to-day lives. I think it's so fun, and I am so happy that they get to look back at these memories in a couple years and be like, "Oh, I love them." I wish I would have started sooner. Warm lemon water in the morning. I love doing this. I honestly have seen a big difference in just my digestive health and my gut. It actually kickstarts your digestion, and it rehydrates you, and it replenishes like minerals that have been lost in like tap water and things. And so, yeah, drink some warm lemon water in the morning, and I promise you, your gut health will be kicking it. It'll be so good. Okay, this is also one of my big ends is Jesus first thing. I honestly have not been the greatest at this year, this first week. I need to not pick up my phone in the morning. Like, I need to just not even check it, not even check a notification. And I really, really, really want to first thing just like grab my Bible and read scripture before I even read anything on my phone. I truly believe that if I do this, it'll be just, allowing me to grow my relationship with the Lord, and I'm making a example to Jesus of, hey, I love you so much, and I want to physically put you first thing in my day. I remember reading, I think a couple of years ago, this verse in Psalm 5:3, and it says, "My voice you shall hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning I will direct it to you, and I will look up." David was a man who displayed such a beautiful morning routine with Jesus. He says, "Hey, in the morning you are going to hear my voice, God, because I'm going to look up to you. It's going to change the way that I think and talk throughout my day because I'm fixing my eyes on the King." And I truly want and desire this, just taking like little steps of obedience can definitely help grow you closer to Jesus. So yeah, I definitely want to pick up my Bible before my phone in 2025, and hopefully every single year to come. And going along with reading my Bible, I want to read more. This is an N. I am currently reading Me Before You. I got the whole series. There's 3 books. And so if you've watched the movie in literally like want a happy ending. Hopefully, I have not read the last two. That's why I got it. I could not believe that that's how the movie ended. I'm not going to spoil it at all, but I needed some closure, and so I'm going to read the next two books. I'm currently in the middle of Me Before You, and it's actually really cute and good, but I want to get into reading. I actually just found my Kindle too, which is so crazy, and so I might even pull out my Kindle and start reading on there. I'm definitely more of like a book reader, but I feel like the Kindle would be fun. Yeah. Okay. An N is eating whole foods, and just like overall having a better diet. I feel so much better when I eat good. And I feel like in my brain, if I work out, like I need to also eat healthy or else it doesn't count, which makes no sense, but honestly, it kind of does. So I want to be able to like have a balanced diet, but also like have mainly whole foods. So yeah, that's what I'm going to strive to do. I cannot wait to have my own kitchen and be able to, fix up so many different recipes. I have been making like the ground beef like everybody does, at least on my TikTok. I don't know. I think I'm on Whole Foods like workout people TikTok or something, but they make ground beef and put cheese on it. And I've been making that and it's so good. I need to make it more often. Another N is to be present. Be present. I always think of the story of Mary and Martha and how Jesus sees Mary and Martha, and Martha is the one who is like in the kitchen serving, and Mary is sitting at Jesus's feet. And Jesus says in Luke 10, Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken away from her. And so I really want to be, more of a Mary and just be present, really like treat people like Jesus would, and, give them the time of day and just be able to grow closer to, those who I love. Being present is very simple, but definitely something that I can sometimes struggle with, just, with having phones and stuff. So, yeah. Phones are out, being present is in. Now let's get into the outs because I have a couple. Okay, coffee before food. Let me just give you some facts real quick. Our cortisol levels, which are our stress hormones, are going to increase, and our blood sugar will be literally so out of whack. And so in order for this to not happen, you need to eat food that is going to nourish your body, and then you can have, your caffeine so that your stress hormones don't just like come out of nowhere and you're not all shaky and feeling groggy and then you have a crash at like 2 p.m. So, yeah, definitely trying to do this the best I can. FOMO, fear of missing out. This is an out. FOMO used to literally rule over my life. I would get FOMO over every single little thing, and honestly, I don't really care anymore. Like, I didn't go to Passion and end of year this year, and the enemy wanted to try to get in my head and be like, wow, you're missing out on so many good moments with Jesus, and you're missing out on different friends that you could meet. And I was like, no way, Jose. I am present at the God who is also there, and I just wasn't, meant to be there, and that's okay. The reason why I feel like I don't have as much FOMO anymore is that I love Jesus so much, and I think I've become more jealous for him. I'm okay with just like being alone with him because he's my best friend. And so that has definitely allowed me to, be okay with like maybe me not getting the invite, or me not being able to like go somewhere. even if I wanted to. Yeah, so just be content with Jesus, and you're not gonna have a fear of missing out, because you'll know that he has you where he has you for a reason. And like Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, for there is a time and a season for everything under the heavens. When I maybe don't get invited, or I miss an exit on a highway and I miss something that I was going to be a part of, like, I fully believe that Jesus has me, and that if I was supposed to be there, I would have. And if I continuously abide in him, if I make him my number one, my everything, then I'm not going to have this fear of missing out, because I know that where I am is what the Lord has for me in this season. Okay, another out is impulse spending. I am just a girl sometimes, and I will get caught up in TJ Maxx and I will just buy something and then I won't ever use it. I feel like I do this mostly with clothes. Things, I try to be very meticulous with what I buy, but clothes, I'll just like buy something at the thrift store because it's $1. But I'm like, that's still like impulse spending, and I didn't even think or pray about that. And so I just want to be so careful with every single thing that I want to buy or I think that I need, because most of the time I do not need it, and I'm probably not going to use it if I don't absolutely love it and I have like spent my time thinking about it. So yeah, impulse spending is out. Being smart with your money is in. Indecisiveness. Oh my goodness, guys, I am so indecisive, and I really do want this to be something that I never have to deal with again. And when I think about indecisiveness, I think about what James says. He says, let your yes be yes and your no be no. And so I don't want to like cause any confusion with what I'm maybe thinking. Like, I need to stay true to basically what I believe and, you know, what I desire and what I like. Like, if somebody asks me if I want to go get food, where do I want to go? And I say, I don't know, or I don't care. Like, I think that I should have, I guess, a better grip of like what I actually want, because most of the time I probably have a preference, but I'm not letting people know it because I fall into indecisiveness, or I get maybe scared of what they're going to say, but they literally ask me. And so even though that's like the silliest, craziest thing, I can be clear with, you know, my intentions, because I think that that then draws into so many different other things. Being late. My friends know that I can run late sometimes, and I really want to be so careful with people's time. And I know that it's so precious. And so, yeah, I know that I'm probably making this deeper than it is, but I just want to be a better friend. And I think that being on time or early makes people feel so much better than me being late. So, yeah, sorry, Maddie, for literally being 10 minutes late to our coffee date the other day. Yeah, okay. This is a silly one too. Short nails are in, long nails are out. I had long nails most of the year. I had acrylics, and I'm going natural right now. I kind of just want to do maybe dip or gel, but yeah, I don't think I want long nails anymore. I do like the way that they look, but I feel like I could definitely grow out my natural nails more. And so I feel like long acrylics are out, maybe long natural are in, if you understand. Okay, this is this is a funny one, but bad posture. Guys, if you were to look at me in public, you'd probably be like, bro, that girl needs to like fix her posture or something, or like, has she never walked straight in her life? I do not have the best posture, but I think I do sometimes. Like, when my mom is like, Mac, like, sit up, I'm like, okay. And I feel like my back doesn't like go straight. And so I think like my back literally has curved because I just don't have the best posture. So I'm going to work on that. And it'll probably make me my actual height, which is 5'5". So catch me 5'5" and not 5'4" this year, guys, because bad posture is out. My last out for 2025 is negative thoughts. Talking negatively about yourself is so mean and rude, and I just hate that I did this for so long. And I pray that if you're watching this and you are dealing with negative thoughts, if you are somebody who wakes up every single day and looks in the mirror and just does not like what they look like, I pray that you understand the truth that Jesus says. He says, for you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that he knitted you in your mother's womb so beautifully and perfectly, and that he sees you blameless in the sight when you come to know him, and you are his daughter or son if you're watching, if you're a boy. And he just literally is obsessed with you. Jesus is obsessed with you, and I just can't even imagine the fact that Jesus probably gets his heart broken so much by his creation and how we view ourselves, because he views us so beautifully. But we have sin, in our hearts and our lives, and we have to truly, give our lives to him and take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ, so that he can transform our minds to understand, what it is to be a child of the King. Honestly, memorize 2 Corinthians 10:5. It says, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and taking captive every thought and making it obedient to him. This verse has been a pillar in my walk, especially in 2024. I never fully understood what it meant to, take our thoughts captive, until I understood Jesus and his heart for me. What did Jesus do when Satan came and tempted him? He used scripture to combat that. And when I come under the lordship of Jesus and I, surrender my thoughts to him and allow for him to fill me with truth, that's when I feel like I truly am set free from the lies that the enemy puts in my head. And I know that probably so many of you guys struggle with that as well. And so, negative thoughts are out, people. We want to be better sons and daughters of the King. I remember in 2020 when I was really dealing with my insecurities, the Lord really met me in my room, and I had this revelation, and he kind of just called me out. And he was like, you're telling your social media, love the way that the Lord created you because it's so beautiful, but you weren't understanding that, and you were being a hypocrite in a way, And so I think that there's so much grace that the Lord gives us. But I definitely think that, the enemy loves to have a playground in our minds, and he loves to, point out maybe what we see as faults or what we see as insecurities. And the Lord definitely wants to, use you and mold you and form you and just allow you to know your worth in Jesus Christ, because he paid your debt and you are seen as more than rubies. And so, come under his identity, get rid of yourself. John 3:30, he must increase, I must decrease. And that's truly where I have seen the most growth. The days where I look more in the mirror than I look at Jesus is the days that I feel so much more shame or guilt or insecurities. And so fill your mind with his truth. Allow for the sword to be your offense that takes out the enemy, because we have so much authority in Jesus Christ, and so use it. He flees in Jesus' name. So by negative thoughts, you are not welcome in 2025 because we have the Lord on our side. And that is everything that I have. Those are my ins and outs for 2025. I would seriously love to know your guys's, so leave them in the little chat down below, the little Spotify comments, or give me a Instagram DM or a comment on one of my social media pages and tell me your ins and outs, or one that maybe I should also add to my list that you guys are just loving. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed. I seriously love you so, so much. Be expectant for a new episode soon with my older sister, who is so wise, and I just love her so much. And our conversation was so, so sweet. So be prepared for that. Be ready and excited. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.